Hey guys, it's your boy Jube, and this is my room tour. So let's get this started. So starting over here, this is my son's playpen, where he plays with his toys. Where he plays with his toys and such. We have Mario here. We have another Mario. We have Yoshi that I just dropped. You know what I mean? We got balls, airplanes, cars, trucks, such. You know, obviously being a 2-year-old, about to be 3 in the next couple of weeks. And he has a lot, way more, a lot more toys than us. This is just what we have in this room. We do have a bigger playpen where you can run around and stuff like that. And there, that's where he has the rest of his toys and such. So now we're gonna transition we're gonna go this way. Over here, I have bought a big speaker because we like to host parties and such. When we have family and friends come over. That is my Modern Warfare 2 poster. My son had ripped it down. It just sits in the corner until I get it. I could get either get a new one or send it to this plate so that way I could place it on my wall. And talking about posters, this is my poster wall, guys. A wall of posters. I do have more posters. I'll show you that in a second. So we got Bleach, Modern Warfare, stuff like that. We got Chainsaw Man, we got Naruto, we have Mario, we have Pokemon. Then over here, these are my games. This is my now playing. So as you can see, I did go to the Nintendo Switch 2 experience here in New York. My thing got, my gameplay passport got messed up because it was in my bag, which they gave out. I'll show y'all in a second. But over here, this is my now playing. My now playing section where I took a box, make it a make sure so I know what I'm like focused on, what I'm playing. You know what I mean? Especially if when I'm making content, it's just easier to just grab and pull. I do have other stuff right here as well. Other games, this is my PS5, PS4, my Xbox, my Switch 2 games. I have sneaker boxes of games as well. Over here, this is what I carry with me, basically on a daily basis until, I do swap them out. What we have here, we have Resident Evil, we have Star Wars Outlaws, Final Fantasy Tactics, Final Fantasy 12, Final Fantasy 7 and 8, Mario and Luigi Brotherhood. We have Dragon Quest 11, Xenoblade Chronicles 1, X, 3, 2 is in a different case, Animal Crossing, Scarlet and Violet. And then in my Switch 2 case, I have nothing but Switch 2 games. That's basically right here, as y'all can see. So I don't actually have to show you guys that. I want to get a new Switch 2 case and stuff like that, so that I could carry my Switch 2. Then over here is my closet. Nothing too spectacular about the closet. I tried to display and make it look nice. I used to work for Starbucks, so you do see a lot of Starbucks cups. Here, my Nintendo bags and such. When I go to the Nintendo store, I carry the bags. So I don't have to get a new bag, but I like getting new bags. I have a laptop bag here. My New York hat. Gotta keep it 100 with my peoples. The Nintendo Switch 2 experience bag that they give out for free. And then over here is my Pokemon Sword and Shield poster. I haven't posted it up yet because it's made out of cotton. So since it's made out of cotton, I really want to just throw it in a frame so that way I can hang it. So this is one of the posters that is not on the wall. I do have some more posters as well, like this one right here, which is this Mario Tennis Fever poster. Don't really have. It's not the same poster. It's a different one. It's just ripped, so I didn't put it on the wall. Over here is my sneaker collection. I do have some in the box. Well, I have 3 sneakers in the box, pairs of shoes and such. Yeah, nothing too crazy, nothing too spectacular. You know what I mean? In the back right there is my pillow or backrest for my chair. You know, straight stuff, clothes, laundry. Now we're gonna get into the nitty gritty. Here is my gaming section, guys. This is a 55-inch TV that I normally game on. I obviously could use my laptop right here as well. Over here, what do we have going on? So over here we have my controllers. I like to display them because it's just easier to get well, what I'm saying, it's easier to just pick up and play. Basically, I keep my controllers here on the stand when they need to be charged. If I'm using a controller, it just to be on the side. Most of these controllers I don't use, like this one right here, my GameCube controller. I do use it to play like Smash and Mario Kart, but my dog who recently had passed away, her name was Snow, she actually chewed on my controllers, man. As y'all can see, she chewed on my controllers. And I have two other controllers that she chewed on as well. We do all have, we got Mario, we have Optimus Prime, obviously the remote that came with my TV, my Switch 2, some amiibos, the Switch 1, and then I have my two Xbox controllers. This is the special edition Halo edition controller, and then we have my blue one right here. Then I have the Resident Evil Switch 2 Pro controller right here, which is my favorite controller thus far. I haven't tested it out any other controllers, but this right here gets the job done on my Switch. And this is my other Switch 2 Pro controller, well, Switch 1 Pro controller, which is Monster Hunter. Sorry. This is the Monster Hunter themed Pro controller that I actually have. I have other Pro controllers for the Switch. They're just not official Pro controllers. Some of them are Hori, some of them are like something else. And then under here we have my Xbox Series X, which is the special Halo edition. Then I have a base PS5 as well. Then my PS4. I don't know if y'all can see through this hole right here, but it says Spider-Man. I do have games in this box right here. I actually have games under the PS5 as well. I just don't have space. Then over here I have a box just full of like wires and such. I keep my capture card here so that way I'll be able to capture video from my laptop. From my TV to my laptop to the TV, you know, gaming. And then over here I'll have the Xbox One S, and then I have the Xbox One. Now I do have a modded Xbox, original Xbox at my parents' house, and I have my PS2, my PS3, and my Nintendo GameCube at my parents' house. So that's the only thing that's, I just have to go. And we're about to move, eventually move. So when we do move, I'm gonna pick them up, and then I'll have a different room tour that will display all the old systems that I do have. Don't mind the wires. You know what I mean? It's not really like a really big setup or anything like that, but this is what I'm working with right now. And my TV is a 55-inch TV, 4K Insignia TV, and it goes up to 60 hertz, which is not too bad. You don't really need that much when you're gaming on console. Now, certain games like James Bond and soon to be GTA 6 is going to have 100 that could reach 120 frames, so that's a good thing. Now over here we have my microphone. I recently just got, probably about a few months ago actually. It helps. I do have headsets that has a built-in microphone, so I was using those for a little while, but having actual microphone changes everything. This is my laptop, which is the HP Victus. It has an AMD Ryzen 7 8850, if I'm not mistaken. It comes with the GeForce RTX, and then it goes up to 144 hertz. But it actually could go past that. It could go up to 4K. for the most part. Oh well, it could display 4K. So when it's connected to the TV, it would be 144 hertz here on the laptop, but on the TV it would be 4K, if that makes sense, right? That makes sense. And then I don't really have that many peripherals. This is just basic mouse. It's a gaming mouse by Red Dragon. So is the mouse pads from Red Dragon as well. Over here, just so as y'all can see, the water bottle, I am partnered with W. I am black, so I gotta keep my brush. You know what I mean? Get my waves in order. Plus my beard I don't like scratching my beard, so using a brush helps. My two watches, because I didn't have a place to place them at, but it looked super nice right here. I have 3 pairs of headphones over here. I have my Sony's that I normally take with me on a day-to-day basis. Normally, I use them for my laptop, use it for my phone and such. And back here is my what you call it, SteelSeries gaming headsets. As y'all can see, it's wired. I do want a pair of wireless ones. I do use this, as you can see, for gaming on console, and I use my Sony's for gaming on my laptop. I could still use my SteelSeries, but sometimes it has a short at the end of it, so that's why I want a pair of wireless headphones. Over here behind my laptop, as you can see, I do have some knickknacks and stuff. A picture of me on my fiance's birthday. Like I said, I am partnered with Duppy. I do have a video coming about that coming out soon. My son had made this card for me for Father's Day with our picture of me, my son, my fiance on Christmas a few years ago. And then over here, my fiance for Father's Day had got me this Dragon Ball Z mug. And then she had got me this Harry Potter butterbeer, which was actually really good. I didn't think it was going to be good, but it's actually really good. And then she got me this Harry Potter keychain that I don't want to use as a keychain because I don't want this part to get messed up in my pocket, especially when I'm like, because I'm a barista. So I don't want my pockets getting wet and just getting wet and then bent out the shape. So I'm probably going to just use it and put it on my bag. If not, it's going to stay in this mug right here. But I'm definitely going to use my mug for sure. Also, the mug actually has a picture of me and my son right here. As y'all can see, it says Jube and Josiah. That's my son's name. And you know. But yeah, that is my desk. I do have this little small Altec speaker that I normally use, but it doesn't work with the laptop, so I use this Big John right here. This is a beauty. It really is. It gets super loud. We normally host parties. We do Thanksgivings, Christmas, and birthday parties here. So having this big speaker here, perfect. Our neighbors don't complain because there's only one speaker and it could get super loud, but we don't do it. I mean, like, we don't like blast our music like if we was in a battle or something like that. You know. And then down here I have my iPhone charger, which charges basically anything that's USB, and then I have the USB type A right here as well. So anything like old Android phones or anything that needs to be a type B, like my PS4 controller, gets charged right there. Under my desk, I don't really have much. I have some books, pens, down, I write down my ideas, take care of notes. This right here is my Pokemon book, where I write down like all the Pokemons that I want to use, especially since Pokemon Champion is out. I'm trying to go to tournaments for Pokemon. This right here, I just write down like my ideas and stuff like that right here. Then under that, I have this Google laptop that I got from my old job. It works, it's just not the best. And then I have an HP, it's down here. I don't know if y'all can see it, but this black HP right here, I had got for Christmas from my uncle not a few years back, but like maybe 10 years back or so. So other than that, I have this other speaker right here that is decent, but it's whatever. It's not the best. Back here, I have a box full of wires, just like over there. Yeah. So this is my room, you guys. As y'all can see, I'll try to go slow pan one more time over. As y'all can see, I'm gonna fix this wall. Not really fix it, because I had my posters on this wall, so that's why y'all see the patches. They had painted out, and when I put up my posters on this wall, they got stuck and it pulled off some of the paint. But now they on this wall, nice and neat with the added posters. I needed more space anyway. And this is my son's side. His bed and everything is gonna be on here. My son's only 2, so he's about to be 3 in a couple of weeks or so. So now we're gonna put a bed here. We're gonna change the color to blue. We're gonna put his name in white. It's gonna be a whole thing over here. And then over here, this is just what my desk, my gaming setup and stuff like that. That's why I said this is a room tour, because I just want to display the small things I do have, show you the peripherals. I am a console gamer, but I do play PC games as well. Let me see, I can pull this over quick. Yeah, so I have a bunch of demos, real games: Genshin Impact, Overwatch, Marvel Rivals, Wraithing Waves, Mortal Shell, the open beta, which is really good. 1666 Amsterdam, Final Fantasy 14. I'm a big Final Fantasy fan. Fortnite, Mistfall Hunter, and obviously Steam. Steam, Epic Games Launcher, the Hoyo plays. So, and the Epic Game Launcher. So, yeah, I'm a big Batman fan. Batman is my favorite DC superhero. He's my favorite DC superhero. I love the Bat family in general. Their stories are really unique and well-grounded, and I think that's what I really love about Batman. They're really well-grounded. And then over here, obviously, like I said, this is my 55-inch TV. Sneakers, my closet, my games, and yeah. I have a bunch of bags. So yeah. So guys, that is my room tour. I hope y'all liked it. If you have any suggestions or anything that would like spruce up the room, make it look nicer, besides like painting, I definitely want to paint the room over and stuff like that. We normally have people do that for us. Where we live at, they normally could just go ahead and just paint. We just have to put it in so they could just paint for us and stuff like that. But I want to do it myself. I want to change the color of the room. Like I said, we're supposed to be moving soon. Well, not soon, probably in another year or so. And that's about it. Guys, please stay safe, be well. And you have any, like I said, if you have any thoughts, ideas, or anything like that, or any questions, leave them down in the comment section. And I'll holler at y'all guys in the next one.